I'm now joined from Brussels by our correspondent Méabh McMahon. Méabh, Trump there dividing the world while standing at the podium of the organization meant to unite. Tell us more about what's the reaction been on this side of the Atlantic.
Well, from lawmakers here in Brussels and EU watchers, there's actually been very little. And before, when Donald Trump would give such a momentous, important speech, there'd be a cacophony of voices from all political spectrums reacting. But I think the feeling really here in Brussels now is people have gotten used to speeches of Donald Trump and people know how he's going to react. But there is a bit of a frustration here in this town that he's pulled out of crucial deals like the Iran nuclear deal and of course the Paris climate agreement, and most MEPs that you chat to over in the European Parliament don't agree with his policies. And I caught up with some MEPs like Charles Tannock, who's a British Tory MEP who's actually been on the Committee of Foreign Affairs. He's been an MEP for some 20 years, and I spoke to him about Donald Trump, and also Malin Bjork, who's a far left Swedish MEP. Let's have a listen to what those MEPs had to tell me about what they think of the policies of Donald Trump.
Many of his policies I'm very much against. Withdrawal from the JCPOA and Iran, I think, is also another dangerous move. So I'm critical of Trump in policy terms, but I'm also deeply worried that his unpredictability. We've never seen a world in which policy is, delivered via Twitter. And it's also extremely erratic and unpredictable.
I think it makes just another example. This guy, he detains children. He comes down on women's rights. He is challenging the whole work against climate change on a global level. So of course he's extremely reckless and dangerous, I would say, globally. So this is no surprise that this kind of criticism keeps coming out about him.
That's only 2 of the 751 MEPs that make up the European Parliament. There are, of course, voices in the European Parliament who do support Donald Trump, like Nigel Farage, the former head of the UKIP. But one voice that's been missing here in Brussels is, of course, the European Union ambassador to the United States. It's been missing for 18 months, but just a new one has been appointed by Donald Trump. That's Gordon Sondland, who will intend to link that bridge, if you like, between the White House administration and, of course, the European Union institutions here in Brussels.
Now, Méabh, what other issues will EU officials be campaigning for during this week in New York?
Well, a whole plethora of issues, so much so that the EU have sent 10 European commissioners to Manhattan for this crucial meeting. Big topic on the table is, of course, Syria. Federica Mogherini, the EU Foreign Affairs Chief, already met last night with Sergei Lavrov on that note and is holding another meeting today about donors on the sidelines of that conference today in New York.